What's that word? All right. Lakerland, what's that word? Y'all already know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button. About to get today's live stream going on. Let's talk about what's up with the Lakers. Got some news and all that. All right, bet. I forgot about Harry Giles. This is another big man that the Lakers apparently lost to who? The Charlotte Hornets. He signed a 1-year deal yesterday. He didn't really get that much time, man. He got a small frame, so it's just like I'm not really super duper upset that the Lakers wasn't able to keep him. He really didn't have a lot going on. Justin, what's that word, G? But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised to know that the Lakers actually had another big on the roster and lost him. Where he come from? Carolina? Yeah, I don't know about dude. LeBron became the sixth most charitable athlete in the world after donating over $41 million to 1,100 students to college. Golly, it's crazy. Austin Reeves says nobody would question the bubble championship if LeBron didn't win it. Okay. Okay, Austin Reeves. Let's start here. I like this one. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, that's better. Braun is great on and off the court. What you think about what Austin Reeves is saying, Justin? He's saying the only reason why people are disrespecting the 2020 championship is because of LeBron winning it. That's one of the things I've always been saying when you look at everybody, because if you go back and remember back in 2020, again, this was the pandemic season. Also, you did not have to actually play in the playoffs. There was no obligation for you to return to basketball play. You had the option. Everybody that opted in had to go down to Orlando. Of course, y'all know what happened, but I have always wondered, because it has been so much disrespect put on that Lakers championship. I mean, they didn't get a parade, all that. When you look at the other guys that were in the 2020 tournament, if they would have won the bubble championship, would they have been as disrespected as LeBron? Think about who played in the bubble back in 2020. Let's go back and talk about the stars that was in the playoffs in the pandemic season. You got Luka in Dallas because he knocked out the Clippers, right? So if Luka would have won the bubble title, would we have downplayed Luka winning the championship? No. We would have said Luka was a champion, and we probably would have put extra praise on it because he didn't even have Kyrie. So Luka, I don't think would have got downplayed for winning the championship. What about the guys that he knocked out? Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Um, some of their guys didn't even want to return back to play. Um, so this would have been the first year that Kawhi and Paul George would have came together. They would have bought the Clippers a championship. They wouldn't have downplayed that. So Kawhi Leonard, he would have been good to go. Didn't Giannis play? Did Giannis and KD, did they play? Like, I don't think there's no superstar that would have gotten looked at crazy if they would have won the championship other than LeBron James. I think Austin Reeves honestly hit this one right on the head, bro. That the hate has just been really personalized to LeBron because, like I say, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, I can't think of any star in the NBA. If Steph Curry would have won the bubble championship, you don't think Steph would have been walking around doing this? So, to me, it's crazy. Mr. 81 in the building. What's that word? Justin say every team in that bubble who had a shot of winning played it and was very entertaining. The bubble made Nikola Jokic. If Nikola Jokic would have won the bubble title in 2020, you think people would have downplayed that? No. He would have now had 2 rings. And if anybody else would have won that championship up to now, LeBron James would only have 3 rings. The GOAT conversation today, I believe, would be different, much different. Some will feel like it shouldn't even be a conversation. Some feel like that now for whatever reason. But if LeBron would have only had 3 rings up to this point, yeah, I think that we wouldn't be putting him in the position that a lot of people have in him. But I think Austin Reeves was spot on. You know, they just really vilified that championship and talked about it because of LeBron winning it. LeBron and Bronny had their first Lakers practice together. I talked about this. I wonder, is this going to be a distraction at the end of the day for LeBron James? Mr. 81 said he disappointed this offseason. He wanted to trade. I mean, realistically, there's nothing out there. I mean, what you looking for? I mean, I would love to get a Kevin Durant. I would give up everybody except for LeBron and AD if we could bring in a superstar like a KD. But, I mean, when you look at it, when you're talking about trades, what's out there? You want Trae Young for D'Angelo Russell? You want Zach LaVine for D'Angelo Russell? You know, I don't think Klay Thompson would have changed life in LA. You know, I think he would have helped, but I don't think Klay Thompson would have changed life in LA. The Lakers not getting DeMar DeRozan, I think hurt a little bit. I would have liked to see DeMar link up with LeBron and AD. Valanciunas, we missed out on an opportunity to get Valanciunas, but we may get another opportunity to grab him as a big man. So, I mean, really, there's nothing realistically out there for the Lakers to do right now in a trade, and people don't take in consideration money is involved in trades. This is not 2K. You know, you have to, if you don't want to talk about contracts, there's no point in having a conversation about trades. You only really talking fantasy. If you're not considering how much money a team has and how much a team can afford to spend, if you don't know the numbers, then all this conversations about trading and wanting this got to go there and that got to go here, it really is irrelevant. You got to know and understand the contract, the numbers when you having talks about, you know, trades. Jeremy Grant, I like Jeremy Grant. I just don't think that what you're going to have to give up for Jeremy Grant, you're going to have to give up Rui Hachimura. You're going to have to give up a draft pick. You're going to have to give up a couple guys off of the second unit. And if I was sold on Jeremy Grant, I may pull that trigger if I'm the Lakers looking to win now. But what if you sacrifice all of that and then Jeremy Grant don't work out? What if he don't play well with LeBron and Anthony Davis? You kind of screwed now. Rui Hachimura is only 25 years old, 26 years old, an Olympian. You know, he has experience with LeBron and you know, the starting unit. So if you're going to get rid of someone like Rui Hachimura, you better damn sure have someone that you can depend on. I think Jeremy Grant is better than Rui Hachimura. Don't get it twisted, but I don't know if I want to invest so much in a trade for a guy like Jeremy Grant, just to be honest. But back to LeBron and Bronny being a distraction. Could Bronny's presence be a distraction for LeBron James? Jamal in the building say no, not a distraction, motivation to win the championship with his son. I get that part. And I think you're absolutely right. I'm not disputing that at all. But LeBron did talk about recently in the interview how in this practice with Bronny, how he lost focus. And I don't want to put so much stock into practice, especially their first practice. But LeBron said he lost focus because he got stuck in a moment of, you know, this is the first time he's actually played organized strategic situation with his son. And he just kind of got lost and lost focus. He admitted to that. And we've always praised LeBron James of having one of the highest basketball IQs in NBA history. And I don't think that Bronny's presence is going to cause like LeBron to like struggle shooting or anything like that. I don't think it will be that type of distraction. But I'm wondering how aggressive or non-aggressive LeBron James' approach is going to be throughout the season because of his son. Like, it's going to be a lot of emotion going through LeBron James this year. When Bronny James start to get minutes, LeBron is going to have a set of emotions. When Bronny starts to struggle in front of millions of people, LeBron is going to have a different type of emotion. And then when Bronny, bounces back and start having some good games, have his career high, stuff like that, that's going to be another set of emotions for LeBron James Sr. And I'm just wondering, is he prepared not only to manage that? Look what you're dealing with as far as your team. You got a coach in JJ Redick who's unproven. Y'all said in the live chat, the Lakers didn't really do anything over the summer as far as additions to this roster. The guys that we do have, we're banged up. Christian Wood won't be starting the year off. Vando won't be starting the year off. This kid Christian Koloko, who they just picked up, he has blood clot issues, bad health history. He more than likely won't be starting the season off at all. It's just crazy. And a lot of people feel like, well, Bronny was going to be in the G League this year. The way this roster is looking, bro, the Lakers may need these young boys sooner than later. The Dalton Connects of the world, the Max Christies of the world, even the Bronny James of the world to a fault. The Lakers may actually need these guys to play some significant minutes, maybe at least in his first 2 months. So, to me, it's a lot of little challenges for LeBron James. We've seen LeBron go through it all, but this is something different. And, he talked about his son. He don't want to be called dad on the court. Those seem like little things, but when you've been doing something all your life or just so for a substantial amount of time, the adjustment can be really interesting. And when you're playing at a high level of basketball in real time, you really got to be locked in. You really don't have time for training day. Like, you got your practice, but it's going to be a roller coaster for the Lakers, to keep it real. Justin saying, I'm very excited to see Bronny play his defense. It's going to be huge, especially guard position. We be getting our ass kicked at the guard position on defense. That's a fact. I just don't think Bronny offensively brings to you what D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves bring to you. I don't like the backcourt that the Lakers have in Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, because I feel like it's too much of a liability defensively. But I would prefer to bring Cam Reddish into the mix if we're talking about a starting rotation. But I am excited to see Bronny this year. I do think that he will definitely be identified by the defensive end of the court. But it's just, we're going to watch. This is going to be an interesting season, man. It really is. Jamal said it's yin and yang on offense and defense. LeBron got the offense, son got the defense. Absolutely. I'm not debating that, but we know that this is a team sport. We know that it's 15 guys on the roster. We know that it's about 10 to 11 that gets minutes. And right now, we got 3 or 4 that absolutely, positively won't be playing at all to start this season off. And that's along with a 40-year-old LeBron James, an Anthony Davis who's not getting younger, and a Rui Hachimura who got hurt in the Olympics in Paris. A lot of people forgot Rui ain't 100% when we talk about healthy. He'll probably be ready to go. But remember, Rui had to get pulled from the Olympics because he got that little phantom injury to his ankle. So I don't know. And then, you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis who also played in the Olympics. So I don't know what type of wear and tear those guys got, how much gas these guys going to have. I don't know how hard. Training camp starts October the 1st. So we see those guys in the gym these last couple of days. I'm assuming they're going to take a week off and rest. I don't think that LeBron and AD, I don't know how hard they're going to go for training camp. It's going to be interesting. My starting 5, man, I'm going to be real, bro. we gonna have to run it back with that D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui, LeBron, AD bullshit. Like, bro, it really disgusts me. That's that Darvin Ham terrorist lineup. It really blows my. I'm gonna say this about a starting five. The Lakers must know something about Jackson Hayes that we don't know. Because for the life of me, I don't understand why you don't just put Jackson Hayes at the five, give him an opportunity to play because he showed some promise last year. Darvin Ham really, I feel like manipulated a lot of growth and development for some of these guys. He really destroyed the growth and development of some of these guys. I think Jackson Hayes could play the role of the five just in order to get Anthony Davis and LeBron to play their true positions. So if I had my choice, Jamal, I would go, I'm going to keep it a buck. I would go D'Lo. I don't like the backcourt of him and Austin Reeves. I feel like they just too inefficient defensively. I would go D'Lo, Cam Reddish, LeBron, AD, and Jackson Hayes. That would actually be my five just to start the season off. You know, when Darvin Ham sat Austin Reeves down last season, Cam Reddish came in and took over the spot at the two guard position, and the Lakers moved up to a top 10 defense in the NBA, not just the Western Conference, in the entire NBA. So that's where I feel like Cam Reddish can, be identified defensively on this team. He's only 24, 25 years old. You know, the problem with Cam Reddish, I think he's played on 4 teams in the last 5 years, something like that. So he has to get some stability going on with the Lakers. He's not better than Austin Reeves. He's not a better player than Austin Reeves. But I just feel like, when you got Austin Reeves and D'Lo in this backcourt, and then when you got guys like Ja Morant coming back this season, they can't stop no guards. They can't stop nobody. Like the Kyries of the world, the Ja Morants of the world, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy. So yeah, I that would be my starting five to keep it real. But I don't know what JJ Redick is gonna do. This is definitely gonna be a challenge for JJ at the end of the day. What else is going on in NBA news? So here's a potential trade that I saw. What y'all think about this? This is for the Atlanta Hawks. I know Justin said no. Mr. 81 said he was disappointed that the Lakers didn't make a trade. So what about this right here, y'all? The Lakers would get Trae Young. Let me pull this up. So the Lakers would get Trae Young and Wendell Carter Jr. from the Orlando Magic. The Magic would get Gabe Vincent. The Atlanta Hawks is the one that's winning in this trade. Now, this is what the Atlanta Hawks will be getting, and this is basically all from the Lakers just to get Trae Young. And Wendell Carter Jr., he's a good player as well. D'Lo, Rui, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Christian Wood, and 3 draft picks. Y'all jacking that for Trae Young? There's no way in hell I'm giving up that much capital for Trae Young. You have to be a champion or a bona fide superstar that I know for a fact is going to be able to play with my best guys. I do not know it. And much respect to Trae Young. He's ice cold. He's a shooter. When you look at what he brings to the table, on paper, hell yeah, it can help the Lakers to a point. But he's not no lockdown defender. He's also a liability to me defensively. And I don't know how well he would play chemistry-wise with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. That's very important. You can't just bring anybody in. They have to be able to mesh well with the guys who, run the team. I'm not doing all that for no damn Trae Young, respectfully. But, what y'all think? Y'all jacking this? Look what we getting rid of. D'Angelo Russell. I like D'Lo. I don't love D'Lo, but I like D'Lo. Rui Hachimura. He can go, but I'm cool with Rui. The only thing that I ask is that if you get rid of Rui, you get something better. You don't take no chances with Rui. You may as well keep him. Rui, I feel like should come off the bench right now. He will be the best player in that second unit because the Lakers don't have nobody coming off the bench. If Rui was to come off the bench right now, shit, he might average 18. Easy. Jalen Hood-Schifino, the Lakers land don't really love JHS, so I can tell he's gone. Christian Wood, he's a liability to me. Vando, all these niggas are liabilities. Gabe Vincent, yeah, definitely. Gabe Vincent could go. But to be honest, I don't want to pull this move because we're paying Gabe Vincent $11 million. The Wizards are paying Valanciunas $9.9 million. We could trade the Wizards straight up Gabe Vincent for Valanciunas, and then we got our solidified big man to play alongside AD. Because this Christian Koloko move, this shit is not going to really come into play. This is a bunch of BS. Justin said Reeves have a big upside, then do offensively, then D'Lo offensively. You think so? I don't know. Austin Reeves is not afraid of the moment. I'll give that to AR over D'Lo because we've seen Austin Reeves perform well in the playoffs. We've seen D'Lo not perform well in the playoffs. But as far as a bag, skills, I think D'Lo is better than Austin Reeves offensively. I feel like the Lakers have made a big decision to start D'Lo or Reeves at the guard decision, but we can't start them both. We're getting sick of again. You can't stop anybody. And LeBron is not a lockdown defender. LeBron has been playing that safety role on defense for a minute. Anthony Davis has been playing out of his mind on defense, but he's playing a position that he's accepted but not embraced. He's doing all that defensively at the 5 with all these blocks and all that, but look what it's doing offensively. It's taken away from AD's offensive game. That's why AD really needs to go back to the 4. Unbelievable, Lakerland. Yeah, but I don't like that trade at all, man. I'm just going to be honest. I don't like that trade at all. Max Christie. Lakers legacy said, who was better, Paul Gasol or Anthony Davis? How many championships would a prime Kobe have won with the Anthony Davis of the last 4 years instead of Powell? I mean, you're switching two different eras of basketball in a sense. I don't understand this. But I think he wouldn't have did worse. Kobe wouldn't have did worse with Anthony Davis. This last 4 years, Anthony Davis, that defensive impact. Oh yeah, Kobe would have been all right. Yeah, man, that is crazy. I don't know, man. I'm just ready for the season to start. Like I said, training camp is October the 1st. We got about 11 days before, some Lakers basketball. When we talk about predictions for the year, if the Lakers in the season with the roster that we have right now, I don't believe we make the playoffs. I really don't. I know this is basically the same core that made the playoffs last year. It's basically the same core we've had for the last 3 years, especially the starting 5. But we all know that it takes way more than that in 7-game series. Like the playoffs is just a whole different ball game. And, with the unavailability of guys like Vando and Christian Wood for the longest time and the struggling of Gabe Vincent, and then you got guys like Bronny James, who's not expected to have any impact offensively. You're taking a kid like Dalton Connect, who even though he's a 5-year college player, even though he has a lot of promise, they're going to be plugging him in early, expediting his growth, hoping that he can take over that role of Taurean Prince did last season. So they're going to have high expectations for Dalton Connect sooner than later. Then everybody again got to get equipped and accustomed to JJ Redick because this is his first opportunity coaching. This shit could get really nasty for Lakers land, but I'm here for all the smoke, y'all. Y'all already know how we rocking here on Lakers land. Shout out to my guys Hank and BA, other 2/3 of the Lakers land team. I am your host, Seven Mitchell, in the building. Make sure y'all smash that like button for us. Help us get out the stream to the NBA community. If you guys are new to Lakers land, welcome to our channel and definitely subscribe. Become a member as well if you like exclusive Lakers content. We got it for you, as well as discounts on our merchandise and things like that. Would I trade D'Lo for Collin Sexton? Damn. Wow. Oh, straight up. Jamal, you talking straight up? Y'all gonna kill me. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I like what I see with D'Lo, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. I do. I love the pick and roll. I love the pick and roll with Anthony Davis and D'Lo just as much as the pick and roll with LeBron and Anthony Davis. And I love the way D'Angelo Russell is productive when LeBron is not on the basketball court. D'Angelo Russell doesn't need LeBron to create his own basket. Collin Sexton, he has a lot of upside. Younger. I think if you're looking to build, you may want to take a shot at Collin Sexton, but I want to win now, damn it. LeBron got 2 years left. This nigga AD not no real leader than me. This nigga Anthony Davis is going to ask to be traded eventually. Like, I promise you. So I need to win now. Trading D'Lo for Sexton can ball, but I like D'Lo, bro. And he wants to be with the Lakers. He wants to be here. I don't know if D'Lo is a choke artist in the playoffs or if it's just that Denver Nuggets matchup that has just been a nightmare. Because remember, the last 2 eliminations that D'Lo was involved with the Lakers, they both faced the Denver Nuggets. So it could just be that team. I'm just willing to give D'Lo one more chance, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to give D'Lo one more opportunity. Collin Sexton is good, but I want to win now. I want to win for LeBron and AD, not for Bronny. All right, y'all. Seven Mitchell, I am about to sign off. Y'all stay safe. I'll be back live later on today. Again, make sure y'all smash that like button for us. I might bring the fellas with me later on this afternoon. I might do an open panel as well. So if you guys want to come on up and talk your shit when we talk about our Lakers, you're more than welcome to do so. Stay safe, you guys, on this Monday. I'll catch y'all. Salute.